to Friday Night Lights on Fox 12 Oregon, presented by Pacific Office Automation.
Well, championship season is upon us here. From none last fall to all systems go now in 2021. Nick Krupke here to guide you through some of the big matchups during week 10 of a high school football season, which will end in 4 weeks, large classifications, 3 weeks for everybody else. Unbeaten Central Catholic collected the 4 seed as Lake Oswego. Westland, Tualatin go 1-2-3. Oregon City, the tall task at hand. It's the last at-large berth to make the postseason. Football, of course, it's a brutal sport. All here would be okay. Timmy Mitchell levels the hit. That's clean. That's also a bruise. Rams then got the ball to start scoring here. Crew Newman tucks it and scores it from 4 yards away. Rams out in front and would remain that way. Still first quarter, CCHS, more on offense. Newman, Ellis Bynum, playoff mode activated. Blow a kiss to my guy Kevin Lund. Love you too. 7 yards, 7 more points, 14-0. Pioneers pushed their way back inside the 5. Fumble, recovery. Looked like Gavin Jackson got on it to score a touchdown. They ruled him down at the 1. No problem. Next snap, no debate. Newman, Crew can do that. 21-0. Second quarter now, Air Newman, Blake Anderson, 26 yards, 49-0. The Rams 11-0, last drop in a first-round game 13 years ago. Air 12 hovering above one of the greatest settings in the state, home of the Olympians. Number 13 Sprague, number 20 Mountainside after a third-place finish in the Metro League. Third quarter, 7-7. The Mavs knocking on the patio door behind Bowen Stinson, the running back, the senior, one of those building blocks for John Mannion, who moved on from Silverton to lead that new program along Shoals Ferry. And then the kid says, let him in. Brian Mannion to Stinson, the contested catch. No point after. 13-7 Mountainside into the fourth quarter. Now the OSAA scoreboard has crashed tonight. We heard, though, that was the final, so bring on the Rams for week 2. Getting in the playoffs is great. Proving you should have been ranked higher, even better. 14th seeded Westview seems ready to prove a point, visiting Barlow, a 19 spot. They saw that in Rock Creek. Tight game in the second quarter, 28-20 home team. The fish who keeps on swimming is the first chill upstream. Jordan Fisher, the single-game rushing record for Westview already in hand. The junior also surpassing himself in the school records and the ground yards in his season, 1,467. 35-20 at half. Third quarter, Barlow on the board. Another kid, another McDonald kid, Hunter McDonald. 14-yard touchdown made it 35-26. The Wildcats would tug of war, the points right back. There goes that man again. Fisher from the 2. They all equal the same. Fisher went for a PR in school best, 296 yards rushing. And then in that third quarter, Sam Levitt, Darius Clemens, one of the most lethal combos around. Mark it down, 43 yards. Big Clem down to Oregon, Penn State, Auburn for his college destination. The 9-1 Wildcats now destined to see third-seeded Tualatin as the Timberwolves handled Mountain View on this night. Fox 12 and Lake Oswego. Lakeridge dropped the Battle of the Lake a week prior to top-seeded LO, but the Pacers darn good. Their 3 defeats came in league to the top 3 seeds, earning a 10th seed to host PIL co-champion Grant. Number 23, think the Generals have something to prove. Malachi Gray, sophomore sensation. From there, Donald Stevens from the 1 to get in. And the quarterback, Galen Dedman, fastball to Gray. 42-yard touchdown. Grant had a 14-0 halftime edge. Let's go third quarter. The Pacers arrive. The youngest of the Reichel brothers, not a hooper, but a baller. The mullet lets it go. Jake Reichel was 14-7. Then the law firm of Oliver and Olson, Ryan Oliver, Joey Olson, 40-yard score. They're tied at 14. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. 6 minutes later, Reichel, more business in the front, all party in the back. 10-yard touchdown for the lead, 21-14. Let's go fourth quarter. Hang on time, extended a little too. Oliver, Baylor, Corbin, and check the block by Nui Tovey. Sealing up that comeback. 28-14, Lakeridge survives, advances. Gotta love playoff football.
Came out really flat, but we picked it up in the second half because we knew we could do it. One game at a time now. We gotta go back, get ready for the next game, prepare hard, and just be ready to go. We can't come out flat again, or else it won't turn out this way.
Last side block by Oliver. Number 7 Sheldon. Next for Lakeridge as the Irish defeated co-PIL champ Roosevelt. And it's hard to be 9-1 and creep up on anybody, but with all that talk about the Big Three in the Three Rivers League, number 8 Clackamas could be just that. Fox 12's Craig Burnback live in the home of the Cavaliers, where a collision against 25th seeded Sunset was there tonight. Craig?
Yeah, and Nick, let's not forget Clackamas' only loss of the season came last week against one of those Big Three in Central Catholic. And tonight, the Cavaliers did what a top 10 team's supposed to do in the first round of the playoffs. They took advantage of home field advantage and took down Sunset. No smoke and mirrors tonight for Clackamas as they just wore down Sunset tonight. Cavs were down 7-3 when Luke Ash says down, not anymore. He's going to break free and then he's going to get gone. 49 yards to the house. It's 7-3 Clackamas at the half. Clack starting quarterback Blake Barker went out with an injury, so Mateo Maihara had to step up, and he does just that here when he floats one up to Miles Williams, who pulls it down, and it's 14-3 home team. But Sunset shows some grit as Grady Newsom hits Hayden Hurst for the score, and look at this, the Apollos are down just 3, 14-11. But the Cavs go back to that Maihara-Williams connection, and why not? It works. This one is a laser from 7 yards out. The Cavs, well, they're moving on with a 31-18 victory. How's this one feel?
It feels good. I mean, it's great. It's great to get the win, and now we just got to move on to next week and prepare for next week.
Jesuit, not going to be easy, right?
Yep, yeah, it's going to be a tough one. I mean, they got us a couple times in the past year, so we got to just take it to them.
Yep, as he said, Clackamas will host Jesuit next week, who just destroyed Liberty tonight, 60-6. Crusaders head coach Ken Potter, now 30-2 in first-round playoff games, and Nick, he's pretty good in second-round games, so next week's game should be a good one, Cavs and Crusaders. For now, live from a very rainy and windy Clackamas High School, I'm Craig Burnback, Friday Night Lights. I'm out of here.
Craig loves it. Middle of the bracket usually delivers the best first-round matchups. Number 18, South Salem. Number 15, David Douglas. The Scots scratching a 7-year playoff itch. The Saxons last won a playoff game 6 years ago. They led 21-13 in the third, but here comes Jakari Clardy. Floats it up to his man, path to defense. Jaden Polchak, get gone, 73 yards, 21 all. Saxons would counter, though. Dashiell Smith, the QB, goes near. Justin Tinny Tally, reception at the 10, stops, spins, scores for 34 yards. Saxons up 28-21. Then they had the ball again. Smith again, shovel pass to Tinny Tally. Justin gets in again, 8 yards, 34-21 at half. Third quarter, first play, top play nominee, Polchak. Breaks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, tackles, jukes the 6th, 25-yard touchdown, narrowing the gap, 34-27. South would get it right back, though. Dashiell playing for keeps. South moves on, 40-27. Number 2, West Lynn now awaits Air 12 in Oregon City, buzzing high above Pioneer Memorial Stadium. A home game for the second-seeded Lions there, drawing bed as construction continues on campus. Earl Engel, the third quarterback of Chris Miller's bunch this season, the junior, all kind of rich as the guys throw to you, like Mark Hamper there, chasing all the Lava Bears, and you can't get me. Soon, West Lynn to the end zone from the red zone. Jackson Steinhauer, Jackson with an X, marks the spot into the falling leaves of the paint. The challenges will get more difficult now. 35-13, West will remain home wherever the Lions may roam next week with South Salem. Air 12 and Kaiser, a 17 and a 16 6A matchup. North Medford McNary. Third quarter, Celtics up 23-7. Tyler Copeland dreamed of days like this. Like senior quarterback to Logan Reddy, you know, Logan always is. These are the playoffs. You don't curl up and go down. Jake Allen watching this one back in the fill room on the next day. Praise the victory donuts too. They go ahead and get to round 2. 37-7, the final tally. They'll see number 1 Lake Oswego next time. The Lakers took care of Newburgh 49-40. The 32-seed Tigers really roared back, but ran out of time. Elsewhere in 6A, Mountain Valley Conference champion West Salem, a 5-seed, takes care of Jefferson 42-0 after the Demos turned it that OT stunner at Grant a week ago. The Titans now draw Sherwood as the 21-seed Bowman go to Sandy to down the number 12 Pioneers 51-32. Tigers season come to an end down in Roseburg 42-17. And away from the weather wall, out in the elements from the capital city, Fox 12's Camilla Ortiz live from North Salem High, where the Vikings goal line stand against their rival McKay a week ago. put them into the postseason for the first time in many years since all those kids were in grade school, Camilla.
That's right, Nick, and game time was dry. That rain coming just in time to wash away that North Salem drought. It's been 17 years since the Vikings have won a postseason game. Their 27-11 victory over the Crater Commons clinches them a spot in the next round. Vikings didn't wait long to get on the scoreboard. Second play of the game, quarterback TC Manu Maleuna bombs it downfield, finding junior Eric Gonzalez for the 50-plus yard touchdown. 7-0 Vikings with the extra point. If it works once, it'll work twice. 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter, and it's once again TC to Gonzalez, long for another Vikings touchdown, 14-0 to wrap up the first. Don't count Crater out just yet, though. Halfway through the third quarter, TC's pass is picked by senior Tony Perez, who takes off and makes it to midfield, giving Crater some momentum. But the Stars were not aligning for the Comets. From the 46-yard line, sophomore quarterback Shane Wood throws it right back to the Vikings. Inius Aguilar with the interception there. With junior Josiah Davis at the helm, the Vikes chip down the field to the 1-yard line, and it's Davis who finishes off the drive for another 6 points. North 27-3 at the end of the third quarter. Ring that bell all the way to the second round.
Undefeated at home, let's go!
We're just playing for our seniors right now. First playoff run in a long time. I don't know, I'm just ready to celebrate with my team.
It was a fumbled Vikings snap in the fourth quarter that led to the only Comets touchdown in the game, but it was not enough. Again, final score 27-11, and it's on to the next for the Vikes, who will play second-seeded Silverton in round 2 as the Foxes beat number 15 McKay 42-7. Reporting live tonight in North Salem, Camilla Ortiz, Friday Night Lights.
Aaron, 12 above a 5A first-round matchup. Unbeaten Wilsonville on the march towards the final in 3 weeks. The #1 Wildcats, number 16 Churchill out of Eugene, late first. 8-0 Lancers for the Cats scratch back. Chase Hicks, short toss, big gain. Rockney Beecham beat that name on this night. Great moves, great blocking, but one of those would be a block in the back. So they would take this 6 off the board, and Wilsonville would be held scoreless in the first quarter. Second, though, hard to come by. Hicks wants some 6 here. They get it. Cooper Haday, what a snag for Wilsonville's first touchdown. Wilsonville winner, 42-14. They will now host the quarters against Hood River Valley. 13th-seeded Lebanon at number 4 Canby. The Cougs' first playoff appearance in 8 years. Another case of how beneficial it is for some schools to move away from 6A. Air 12 rolled up right after a score, so why not a 2-point conversion? The 6'4" target, Joe Brockmiller, 22-0 Canby. Lebanon not one to get skunked, though. Adam Sherrick steps up, feels the heat, takes a hit, airs it out over the shoulder to Slade Keel inside the 20-yard line. Final takes over the half. Jim Joyce's boys bow up. Ryder Dillon explode right over the nose for the sack. Cougar Country eating good tonight. 37-7. Canby next gets 5th-seeded Thurston in the quarterfinals. Elsewhere, 5A, West Albany shuts out Scappoose 35-0. Real grass is great until you get to the playoffs in November, so 4th-seeded Banks had to move the Hare Field in Hillsboro. Braves 4A first-round matchup with Hidden Valley up from Grants Pass, a team the 4-time Kawapa League champs blanked 35-0 back in week 3 on the road. Early on, it looked like Banks needed that mud back. Noah Stone, the soft hands for the interception for the Mustangs. Second quarter, though, things got a little better. Cooper Goebel, in a scoreless game, going to fake the feed, grub up for himself a healthy 34-yard quarterback run to midfield. Tuck in that shirt, or don't. From there, they would hand the fork and spoon to the blue chip special. Jamar Flippin has been a beast for Cole Linehan's bunch. The senior splits a 28-yard score. He starts the buffet line of scoring, 29-0 in the end. Banks now draws 5th-seeded Mazama next Friday in the 4A quarterfinals. 3rd-seeded Estacada. Blank Staten, Gladstone, Loftus, LeGrand, Cascade over Astoria. Week 10 in Papermaker Country. Camas came out strong to win another 4A Greater St. Helens League title and hosted a home game at Doc Harris Stadium. The Mount Rainier Rams down from the North Puget Sound League, and CHS made sure the ride back to Des Moines wouldn't be a party bus. They fell back 6-0, but they got John Schultz in the back pocket. Got it all back. 6 yards, 6 points. Camas would lead, and Camas would never glance in their mirror. Later first quarter, Taylor Yanni. What a great season for Taylor. Near side to our camera side, Zach Blair making his big brother proud, a future Beaver baseball player at 14-6 for Camas and Blair. Second quarter, Papermakers driving into Rams territory. John Boy goes for another one. Schultz on 3rd and 10, give him a first down, 11-yard pickup. Just like you like to do it. 3 plays later, 3rd and goal. Yanni Nathan Criddle standing right where he should be. Camas, a winner, 57-20. Saturday, we'll see other GSHL teams like Skyview, Mountain View, Ridgefield, Hawkinson all go from home in round 1. Trico League champion La Center fell to Monsanto in the 1A playoffs on this night. Still to come, football to football. The state playoffs going on right now for soccer, volleyball, and the like. We dream a little dream with Centennial's big star who's on the verge of going pro. Plus our all-star cast members out in the field too. More with Craig from Clackamas and Camilla on that special night at North Salem. Week 10, we know you're with me. Want to hear from you. Fox 12 FNL, that hashtag. Save it, post it, stick with it. The playoff edition, Friday Night Lights, back in 2 minutes.
You're watching Friday Night Lights on Fox 12 Oregon, presented by Pacific Office Automation. Welcome back to Friday Night Lights on Fox 12 Oregon, presented by Pacific Office Automation.
Cheers, and you're watching Fox 12 Friday Night Lights. Woo!
Thanks to Lakeridge. Welcome back to this playoff edition of FNL. OSAA Volleyball Cross Country will crown its champions on Saturday. Good luck to all involved there. The soccer finals will be next week. And while Centennial's boys were eliminated in round 1 this week, our high school spotlight goes out a winner for the Eagles out of Gresham.
We got to do what we got to do to put a name for Centennial.
Elmer Eagle is the name. Centennial boys soccer is the game.
I've been there for 4 years. I represent Centennial. It means a lot. It's about pride, love, and love for the game.
Andrew Martinez, Centennial's senior striker who notched about 80% of the club's goals in 2021.
You step on the field, all your problems go away. That's how I've always thought about it. And it's just amazing to step on the pitch with your family.
Martinez is a leader, a captain, a star.
It's not just wearing the armband, it's pushing your teams, not during games, but also during practices.
Andrew's legendary Eagles career nearly never took flight.
You know, when Coach told me I was going to be in JV, I didn't want to play anymore, to be straight up. But it is what it is. I did what I had to do, scoring 27 goals in JV, and that's when I got called up.
Called up, and Andrew never looked back with 65 career varsity goals, playing for longtime Centennial head coach Todd Sachs.
It's things that you have to learn along the way. You won't always make the first team. You gotta start from the bottom and go up, and that's what I did.
Now he's here.
I'm a striker. I'm a number 9. I gotta be a killer inside the box, and it's what I do. Ever since I was little, my dad always told me that's your responsibility.
Andrew's dad instilled that work ethic during off seasons of laying sheetrock and drywall.
Ever since I was little, my dad is nothing's gonna be given to you. That's just how it is in this world. Nothing is ever gonna be free. And he told me you have to work for what you want.
Also a club player for the Eastside Timbers, Andrew would love a college scholarship. The 17-year-old also desires to go pro, just as proud Centennial Eagles alum Marco Farfan, now at LAFC, did when he became Portland's first ever homegrown player in 2016 for the Timbers.
It's a dream for everyone, but having to see that, someone Marco Farfan that went to Centennial as well, me going to Centennial, it's a possibility, which gets my hopes up. Whether it's with Timbers, whether it's any academy, I hope to be there. Marco Farfan is someone to look up to, for what he did, what we did with school, how he can still go to school while he was in the academy. So it's possible.
Friday Night Lights on Fox 12 Oregon, presented by Pacific Office Automation. Welcome back to Friday Night Lights on Fox 12 Oregon, presented by Pacific Office Automation.
Welcome back to this playoff edition of Friday Night Lights. Fox 12's Craig Bernbach is our biggest cheerleader, and the big game crew found something to celebrate with the squad from the Clack Attack.
All right, Nick, we're back here at Clackamas High School. It's time for the cheer of the night where we showcase a cheerleading team. We're joined now by Clackamas. What's your name?
Lexi.
Lexi, what do you love about being a cheerleader?
I love cheering at the Friday Night Lights.
And what do you love? What makes your team so special?
We all get along very well, and we show incredible skills together.
All right. So, is this like a second family for you?
Yeah.
What's it like playoff time? Are you ready? Does it amp up a bit tonight?
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Lexi.
Thank you.
All right, now it's time to get loud and proud. It's time for the cheer of the night. Brenna, take it away.
I'm Brenna Hatch from Cavs. Let's take it away, Cavs! All in! All Cavs! All in! All Cavs! All in! All Cavs! All in! All Cavs! All in!
Fox 12's Camilla Ortiz was out on the playoff beat, and it was a long time coming to make it back to the postseason and host from the North Salem High Vikings.
The anticipation has been building for years here in North Salem. It'd been 6 years since the Vikings had made the playoffs, more than 15 since they played a postseason game at home. The team hoping to hear this bell ringing all night long. What a sweet moment this is, taking the field for the state 5A playoffs. The band turned up, the fans turned out for the 7th-seeded Vikings' first playoff game in about half a decade. Coach Jeff Flood soaking up the moment, saying the guys have been putting in the work this season to get here.
It is exciting. Anytime you can still be playing in November, it's a good feeling for your kids. I don't think there's a team out there that doesn't have this as their goal.
Fans came out in full force to see their Vikings through, anticipating a hard-fought game against the Crater Comets, who haven't missed the postseason since 2014.
We're having an electric atmosphere here tonight.
This super fan and band dad is on North Salem student number 3 and says tonight will be a highlight.
I've been watching a lot of North football, and this is the first time that we've gotten to be in a playoff game at home in living memory. So it is very exciting.
An historic night for both teams, and I think we can all celebrate staying dry in November. Reporting in North Salem, Camilla Ortiz, Friday Night Lights.
Spoken like a true meteorologist. Round 1 now done. We can't wait for more. Week 11 in the second round of the playoffs comes right back around. If you're out and missed the show, you can always go to the Fox 12 Oregon YouTube channel and view FNL there. We'll see you here next Friday, 10:30 on Friday Night Lights.
Thanks for watching Friday Night Lights on Fox 12 Oregon, presented by Pacific Office Automation.